New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
New Thought Media Network presents A Grand Vision, a 30-minute exploration of the emergent vision of New Thought Media Network. Get ready to explore the Grand Vision.
And hello again, dear ones. Dr. Robert with you here on a Monday afternoon. It's 4 o'clock on the Mountain Time Zone, and that means it is time for the Grand Vision. Welcome to the month of December. If this is the first broadcast you're catching with me this month, yes, it is. I've got my Santa hat on. I guess I should back up a little so you can see it all a little bit better. There we go. I got my elf. I don't know. I've got my holiday hat on. That's how I like to consider it. And those that know that I only wear this for the month of December each year. So you only get so many times to see me wearing the holiday hat. All right. Grand Vision. Grand Vision is always, I like to do this on Monday afternoons because Monday mornings we do Monday morning visioning. Would appear we're having a technical interestingness happening. Let's try again. Let me know in the comments if everything is synced up properly or not at this point. If not, we'll see what's happening. All right, so the Grand Vision, every Monday morning here on New Thought Media Network, we do Monday morning visioning. It starts at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, and it's a chance to be in connection. It's a group community spiritual practice that allows us to catch the emerging vision for our own lives and the lives of those and the things going on around us. Hey, Brother Diego. Happy holidays, my brother. Good to hear you here. Thank you for being with us. Yeah, there is something. My Wi-Fi looks strong. Everything's reading strong there. Anyway, so back to the vision. Let's get back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. How about that? Every Monday morning we do the emerging. We do the Monday morning visioning program, and in that there's a question, which is, what is the highest vision for New Thought Media Network? And I love to read those into the space and into our community each week here at the beginning of this program. So today for me, what came forward was a space of universal creation, a digital holy land of the New Thought philosophy, faith, and way of life. And those that have been with us as of late know that, or maybe you don't, but maybe you're just hearing it, that that phrase, New Thought as a philosophy, faith, and way of life, is a phrase I've known for a long time, but it's really kind of made a resurgence in my consciousness in the last few months. And here it is showing up again. So a space of universal creation, a digital holy land of the New Thought philosophy, faith, and way of life. Now, what came through for a few others that were with us, for Fiona, she had co-creating globally interconnected interspiritual communities. And interspiritual is a very important word in that sentence, because we've had these conversations as well. It's part of what I think is really important about the future of spiritual community, is that interspiritual part. Not in necessarily, interfaith is an important piece, and we go beyond interfaith into the interspiritual, which is the shared experiences across traditions. So that's really important. Linda had playing essential notes in the harmonic songs of the world and universe. I love that. It's so gorgeous. And creating vibrations of harmony where discord may be seen. All about the vibration, creating the vibration. These are the things that continually show up when we talk about the vision for New Thought Media Network. And I can go back through the visioning notes here, months of them, and we've got a few years of them now, and really look at how some of these themes are persistent, just don't go away. Joe shared, saw the violet light being sent out all over the world. And then a second phrase, to lift the consciousness of all humanity. And, I really, if there's ever been a piece of a persistent piece of my ministry, it is exactly that. Inspiring, lifting up, transforming, serving, supporting the consciousness of humanity. Serving the evolution of human consciousness. I think that is a piece of what every one of us is doing in the world, in our lives, in how we show up and how we show up to be. So there's part of what's emerging as the vision for New Thought Media Network. And in the midst of it all, we do have a new show I want to tell you about. I think this is going to be really, really good. Now, to set this up, I also do want to talk just one more moment, if you would allow me, about Monday Morning Visioning, because Monday Morning Visioning is part of our spiritual practices programming, and it's part of our early morning programming as well. So it happens at 7 a.m. Mountain Time every day. And then on Tuesdays, we have the Mystic Writers Hangout. And that's another spiritual practice, shared practice, where we get to connect. And that is all about, it's a stream of consciousness exercise. And so we get to explore the emerging vision of a world that works for all, letting our inner mystic loose. I think I want to upgrade this banner now that I look at it. But the Mystic Writers Hangout, we've been doing this for a few years, and the Wednesday portion of the show, the Wednesday morning part of the week, has always been a little different, a little unique. We've tried a number of different meditations experiences in there, and over time, it's been a place that's evolving and growing, and that's exactly what we're going to do now again. So Wednesdays, our spiritual practice programming is going to move from the midweek meditation. This is what we have been using, the midweek meditation. We're going to let go of the midweek meditation for a little while. It may resurface at another time in another form, but for now, we're going to start playing On Purpose with Reverend Bethlen Gurry. Finding purpose, nurturing growth, and live your passion. Wednesdays at 7 a.m. Mountain Time. This is a really, I think, going to be a great and amazing show, and I really encourage you to come join us for that on Wednesday mornings. And you know what this means, and this program is premiering this week, December 6th. It's premiering in just a couple days. And that means we've got an intro movie to share with you. Check this out. Yes. And that's not the right version. Wouldn't you know it? I got to go back and double check that. There's supposed to be a voiceover piece on that video. So so there's my reminder that to double check that video before Wednesday. Thanks. I love when things like that happens. It's so much fun. So that's one of the things that's happening is we have a new show premiering with Reverend Beth. And on top of that, there's something even a little bit more important, I would say, that we want to talk about, and that is our community platform. Now, this is part of the demonstrated vision. We've been working on it for a while. Many of you know about it. Many of you don't. And here's a video to go with that. Check this one out. Yes, our community platform is now available and open for you to join. I'm going to drop a link in the chat box for today's program. If it doesn't show up in the chat box where you are watching, my apologies. Just send us. Not all of our destinations communicate properly some days. So if that's happening for you and you're not seeing a link in the chat box of where you're watching right now, then send us an email over. Send me an email, info@ntmedia.org. For some reason, that is not in here today either in my banner. So let me get that put in here for us. If you'd like an invitation, send it to us, info@ntmedia.org. Come join our community platform. It's going to be a great place. It already is a great place. And as we get more and more of us in there to connect and communicate and chat with each other and use this, number one, as a form of an avenue of communication, but also there's all kinds of fun stuff we're doing with the ability to offer different classes and experiences, webinars, one-off experiences, panel discussions. We got a lot of kind of what I trust are going to be really unique ways coming in the new year to share what we're doing as a community and what each of the different people are doing. All of our different hosts. It's a new way to be able to connect more rapidly and more deeply with the various show hosts and presenters on our network. So I really encourage you, check that out, join up, and let us know. And then let us know you're there. Again, if the link did not come through to the chat where you are watching, you're welcome to send an email, info@ntmedia.org, and we will connect you there, get you connected to what we're doing and to the new platform. It's going to be a lot of fun. It already is. I just really, really love it. So. All right, here's another one. Here's something else that we're doing. And, again, of course, we are a media company. So we've got a teaser video for you. Check this out. Yes, I am so excited that we are working diligently on the editing of the World Parliament of Religions documentary. Was the working title, New Thought at the Parliament of World's Religions. It was an amazing experience, and we captured a whole bunch of video and some really great shots that we want to be able to highlight and share with you. And we're in the editing and production phase of that right now. It's intended. Its release date is for late January of 2024, so just a couple of months away at this point, or even less than a couple months at this point, which is really good. A big shout out to all of our friends at the affiliated New Thought Network and the International New Thought Alliance for their generous sponsorship in helping make all this happen. And we're really grateful to be in a partnership with both of those organizations. And now, having been there, having a good look at the video, at the content that we were able to capture, and when you look at some of the people that we were highlighting in that teaser right there were so many great parts. There's no way we're going to be able to share everything that we captured there, all the content that was created there. However, what we do hope to do is repurpose much of what we were able to capture into other forms as well. So our long form documentary on the Parliament of World Religions and New Thought's involvement is scheduled for release in late January. Please plan to join us for that. We're going to get you more information over the coming weeks on how you can share that with your friends and family and get a chance to see the video as well. So really, really excited about that. It's a fun one. And more importantly, I think, and you've heard me talk about this, and really this is what we're about, is finding the innovative ways to share a New Thought message without the trappings of a church, if you will, without looking like a church, without looking like we're trying to push a religion. And I'm in a conversation right now that's really interesting, that when you're in this business long enough, you get introduced to a lot of different cults. And there's a conversation happening right now that in a community that I'm a part of about a cult I had never heard of, actually, and it has all the trapping. It fits all the criteria. It fits everything that is a cult, and it's eerily close to the beliefs, the philosophy that is New Thought. It isn't the same, and they cherry pick pieces of it. And when at the end of the day, it's if you know what you're looking at, you come to recognize that what you're looking at is not real, and it's not the truth. And it happens pretty quickly if you know what you're looking for. But if you don't, it looks enticing and awfully familiar to the New Thought message. And so what I want you to know is, here on this network, this ministry, our desire and our intention and our promise is to stay closely aligned to the revelation of the divine, and to stay operating from within that at a close indwelling connection, or there's a quote by Ernest Holmes that is dancing in my head and not dancing in my head exactly right, but the paraphrase is that to one that lives in a close with the indwelling presence. The closer we are to the indwelling presence, the truth, the more we are aligned with the truth, the more we are able to infinitely and immediately demonstrate the magnificence of the divine, and the glory and the abundance and the prosperity and all the good and the health and the wealth and the well-being. And so our lives become this experience of finding how we can live more closely with this indwelling presence. That's what we're doing. And to me, whenever I went down this road, because I wanted to make it really clear that this organization, this community that we're building, is in many ways supportive of building a new society as well. And in the next few weeks, you're going to start hearing a lot more about some things that we're going to start offering in February. And I want you to recognize that we're going to take a much more intentional approach to a lot of the things that we do. And rather than rush those upon everybody immediately following the new year, we're going to take the month of January, not to stop anything, not to really change anything either, but to take a breath, to ground in. A couple of our programs are going to ground us into the very basics of the New Thought philosophy, of the Science of Mind philosophy, and to take a collective breath to launch a series of incredibly intentional programs for beginning in the month of February. And I think you're going to really enjoy a lot of what we're going to do in these upcoming programs. So I don't want to talk about them much. You know how I am. I like to tease things for a little bit and let you know they're coming before they do, because I work on the edge of the vision, and the vision reveals itself sometimes in some mighty, wild, and amazing ways. But the vision reveals itself so that I can start to share that with you, set the intention with you, and that way when it happens, you're not taken totally by surprise. Like with our new community platform. It was in the works. It was an idea that was born out of vision, and it's been operational for on a small relative basis for a handful of us. We've been using it to start to test out things and get things organized, and now we're ready. We're really ready to start moving this forward, and to launch this into a whole new way of being. And along with that, also is the necessity that this ministry operate. This is another great conversation I had recently, and somebody put a post up on Facebook about nonprofits and taxing the churches and this and that and the other thing. And what we wanted everybody to know is to remember that when we're talking about a nonprofit organization, we're talking about a business. We register our nonprofits as a business. We're registered as a business in the state of Colorado. The difference is this business is designed to not pay out to shareholders, not to enrich any one person or any group of people. And so the nonprofit really is a not-for-profit, but we are able to make profit. We're able to invest money, and we're able to put money aside for future endeavors. We can do all the things that a business can do. The only difference is our sole intention is not to make profit. And all of what we are doing does require that we fund this. Now, what we know from a spiritual principle is the divine is funding what we do, and we each draw from that resource of unlimited resource of source of funds, of fuel, of everything necessary for our lives. And in that regard, we want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody that is generously sharing from that resource of their financial good, so that we can put on these programs, so we can continue to share this message across the planet. And I didn't even talk today about the fact, again, we're manifesting this vision in some amazing ways. And New Thought Media Network is going global again next year. So we won't, before I spill over, forget to do this. Let's say thank you to our organizational sponsors and individual donors. Please help us say thank you to our organizational sponsors, including the Hepperlin Foundation, Affiliated New Thought Network, International New Thought Alliance, Science of Mind Archives and Library Foundation, Center for Spiritual Living Denver, Center for Spiritual Living Midtown, New Thought Philadelphia, Planned Happiness Institute, Summit Center for Spiritual Living, One Heart Retreats, Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, Unity Spiritual Center, Kitchener, Home Center for Spiritual Living, La Mesa, Satya Center, Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey, Unity of Savannah, and Center for Spiritual Living, Seattle, as well as all of our individual donors. Thank you for making New Thought Media Network a place to be. Please come be you. And remember, like, share, and subscribe. New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring. Yes. Thank you to all of our individual sponsors and our organizational sponsors and individual donors. We want to thank you for being a part of what we're doing on the New Thought Media Network. And we invite you to invite your friends to consider becoming a member as well and joining in our committed giving campaign. You just simply head over to the website ntmedia.org, click on the donate button, and make a monthly donation. We'll include your name or your organization in our next video, which is due out at the end of the year, just in time for the beginning of the year. A new video coming for that. And if you'd like to know more about what it means to be an organizational sponsor or an individual donor, please head on over to the website ntmedia.org, click on that donate button. You can find more information there, or email info@ntmedia.org. Happy to have a conversation with you and let you know more about the benefits of your financial support to this organization. All right, I'm Dr. Robert. I got to get out of here. Well, I'm about run out of my half hour. But I want to thank you for being with us. Let you know I'll be back again with this program again next Monday at 4 p.m. And until then, I wish you peace and richest blessings. Bye now.